Hey everyone, it's Jay Woodworth coming from Toronto, Ontario today. I wanted to talk a little bit about carnivore diet and exercise. I've lost over 50 pounds in the last 2.5 months. Most of that has been diet, and I haven't had to exercise a whole lot to get that weight off. But it's really important to start moving if you can. So I'm going to share my own experience today and what I've done as I lose 50 pounds over 2.5 months as far as exercise goes. My main advice and what I've followed is to not do anything that's too high impact on the joints and the body. I'm not going to be jogging at this point. I was 100 pounds overweight. I'm still 50 pounds overweight, so I have to take it easy. Although I feel a lot better than I did 3 months ago when I started this. When I started, I could walk about a mile, and then I really felt the need to sit down. Now I can go a good 3 or 4 miles, and I still feel fine. I still have a lot of energy. So I've seen a huge difference in the 2.5 months that I've been doing this. So every day I try to walk about 2 miles, a little bit more if I can. And I've tried to bring it into my life as much as I can, where instead of driving somewhere, I'll walk or ride a bike. You know, all those little decisions where you drive 15 minutes to a friend's house or something when you could have walked or biked. In the end, you can lose a lot of weight just by exercising instead of sitting in the car. So you really don't have to push yourself too hard in the beginning. Like I said, I lost 50 pounds in less than 3 months. I haven't exercised that much. I try to walk at least a mile a day, and most days now I'm trying to walk 3 or 4 miles. If you live in a city, this isn't so hard to do. Here in Toronto, I just go out and explore a new neighborhood. Next thing I know, I've walked 2 or 3 miles and gotten my exercise in for the day. I really like walking because it's relaxing. It's kind of meditative. During the time that I'm walking, I'm not thinking about food or much of anything else of real concern, and I get to see some interesting stuff. The other thing I'm doing a lot now is biking. Toronto has a very good bike share program. You pay a certain amount, you download an app, put your credit card info into the app, and they have these stations where you can pick up a bike, ride it for as long as you want, and return it at any other station in the city. It's really an awesome way to go out and get some exercise. I try to do this every day too. In fact, I'm getting close to one of those stations now, and I'm going to grab a bike, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. Alright, so there's my bike stand. At this point, all I need to do is take up my phone, take a picture of the QR code, pull my bike out of the dock. I'm good to go. So biking has been a great way to explore Toronto, especially on a beautiful fall day like today is turning out to be. It's about 60, 62, sunny. The sun's lower, so you don't feel much warmth from it anymore, but still a nice day. The bike costs about 10 cents a minute, so that's 60 cents every 10 minutes, or maybe $3.60 per hour. And that's Canadian, of course, so it's about $3 American per hour, which is totally reasonable. And it's a great way to get around, get some exercise. I can bike for a long way, but I don't really push myself that hard. I'll go 10, 15, maybe 20 kilometers an hour, and I'll keep going for a couple hours. Just crossing the street here. Kind of like chewing gum and walking at the same time, trying to film as I'm on my bike. I'll concentrate for a little while and then come back. I actually have a headband that I can put the camera on, which I'm going to do in a minute. There's Toronto. Really, I can't think of a better way to spend a sunny fall afternoon than just wandering around aimlessly in a city like Toronto and enjoying the sights. I walked probably a total of 2 miles while I was filming, and I also biked probably a total of 6 or 7 miles. But all in all, I'd say I burned probably 300 or 400 calories this afternoon. Do that every day, and that's adding another pound to the loss for the week. Now, like I keep saying, I'm exercising gently now, but now that I'm getting down to about 250, I'm going to be picking it up a bit. As we lose more weight, it's harder to lose weight at the same rate. So working out will give me a little kick on the weight loss end. Also, as the fat disappears, I'm seeing that I could really use some more muscle. My plan is to get to the gym at least twice a week. I've actually been working out once a week, just a very general workout to keep the muscles at least moving. But I want to get to the point where I'm working out 3 days a week. 1 day legs, 1 day chest and back, 1 day middle, the core, and just whatever I've missed. I might even get a trainer, we'll see. It would be a good investment at this point. But you don't need to do any of this. Just getting out and walking a couple miles 3 or 4 days a week, getting on a bike if you can. It might be hard to do at first, but I'm telling you, if you do this diet and you stick to it, you'll get to the point where you've lost 50, 60 pounds, and you'll be able to do things you haven't been able to do in years. So give Carnivore a try. Stick to meat for a few weeks. Maybe make a 30-day or even a 90-day commitment and see how it goes. Have a good one.